Hello, happy Friday, everyone. It's midday here in the Pacific Coast time zone, and I wanted to come on and talk about the final pillar of a potent brand. The last couple of days, I've been talking about our vision, our brand's vision, and then our brand's voice. Well, today I want to talk a little bit about the last pillar that will make a really, really significant brand, a brand that you're proud of, a brand that you're like not afraid, not a hiding, that you are like going out and being visible and telling people everything that you have to offer, sharing your gifts, and that is a brand style. Now, oftentimes when people think about their brand, they start with style, right? And this is not the right approach into thinking that, oh, my brand style or my brand is dependent on just a beautiful logo or just a beautiful website or, whatever visual aspect that you come in saying that people come in often asking me as a web and branding designer, like, I need a rebrand, and they're like, they want a logo refresh. That's not exactly like the right way to think about a brand and a visual identity, all right? So a brand is so much more than just the visual identity. With a visual identity, of course, it's important, but you cannot start on your visual identity until you're super clear on your vision. That's, again, like just recap from a couple of days ago what I was talking about. Your vision is like the purpose of your brand, what you do best, who you serve, the mission of your brand, the values that your brand upholds, right? The vision. And then, of course, your voice of your brand. What do you need to communicate? What is the brand personality? Who are you serving, right? If you don't have a clear vision and a clear voice for your brand, there's no way you're going to be able to have a clear style, right? So if you're like throwing all these different colors up and like logos up and like, just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, well, you're not showing up in a cohesive way, and your visual style is not evoking the brand personality that you've set out to do because you don't have a brand personality, right? So that's why I put style last, right? Style is very important because it is the gateway into your brand. We live in a visual culture. We're on social media all the time. We go to stores and we look at things and we're attracted to beautiful things. And if we don't have a style that is aesthetically pleasing to our target audience, it doesn't really matter what you like. Yeah, of course you want to be invested and you want to love your brand. But it's more important to have the style that is going to connect with your ideal customer. Your ideal customer has an expectation of what a brand that they trust would look like, right? They have an expectation of how to differentiate your visual brand from other people who are doing the same thing, right? So when you're creating the style of your brand, you need to have all of these things into consideration, right? Besides just saying, oh, I need a beautiful logo. Beautiful logo is actually, honestly, and I'm saying this as a visual brand designer, a beautiful logo is important, but what's more important than a beautiful visual logo is how you're using it. And if you're using it consistently, and if it looks in a way that's inviting, it doesn't have to be like so beautiful and so perfect. Let me tell you, there's no such thing. I'm actually working with some clients right now that we are so behind on our production schedule that their website might not launch because they've been fussing over this expectation of a beautiful logo and the aesthetics and trying to please everybody and trying to put too many things into a logo. That doesn't work, right? Your logo is just a symbol that represents the meaning of your brand. Of course, it has to look good, right? We talked about that's the front door, the gateway into your business. But what looking good is more about, does it look trustworthy? Is it clear? And when you're trying to put too many things into a logo, aesthetically and symbolic, you get these crazy detailed icons. Well, let me tell you, people don't know what it is. They can't see it. All they see is just a jumbled mess. And that is not the gateway into your brand, right? So when we are styling for our brand, our visual identity is more than just your logo. It's all of the fonts and typefaces that you pull together that create the personality, support the personality of your brand. It's all of the photography that evoke a certain type of emotion that you're hoping to get out of the experience that somebody has with your brand. It's the symbols. Yeah, that we are symbolic creatures. We have symbols from the dawn of time, from the cave drawings, from carvings and rocks that people have been doing to mark their place on this earth. We are inundated with symbols. So you could notice that our logo for New Moon Creative Co. is a circle. It's just a circle. And it's a black circle because it represents the new moon. Now, some people would say, well, isn't that a stupid logo because it's just a circle? No, it's not. It's a great logo because I can use it consistently. People have already like an association with that symbol, a black circle, a new moon, of this place of infinite possibilities, right? And also it draws your eye in, it invites you, and it's just a circle. It's okay to use a logo that's just a circle. I want to give you permission to throw everything out the door, what you think a logo should be, because again, that's just the tip of the iceberg of your visual brand, right? We're talking about photography. Now, do you have a great photo of you? Because ultimately, if you are running a personal brand or you're the face of your brand, people want to see your face. So you need to have really great photos. I'm sorry, but a selfie in a dark place that you just added some lighting and filters is not a great photo. Spend the money on hiring a professional to take a good photo of you. If you're selling products, you need great professional looking photos of your products. If you're doing a service, you need great photos of you performing that service with others, right? Those are all part of your visual brand as well as if you're doing any kind of like fun things, trendy things like design elements, like patterns or illustrations that are super popular right now. All of those things are part of your visual brand. So let me ask you, are you styling to impress? Are you styling so that it gets people into the front door wanting more? Because if somebody comes across your brand and visually it's like either not aesthetically aligned with them, or it's visually confusing because they go to Facebook and then they go to YouTube and then they go to your website and everything looks different, that's super confusing, right? You're not letting them in the door. They're not going to come into the door. Now, of course, you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brand and people are super impressed. Ooh, what's this? And then they come and then there's zero substance, you know, like that hot person you dated that was like super hot, you're super excited, and you go on a first date and they're like, oh, it's so boring. Right? That's the other thing. You need to have then your voice, a strong voice to back up your good looks. Otherwise, your brand's not exciting. People won't want to do any work with you. All right. So style is super important. Style to impress. It's more than just your logo. It's about the whole family of design elements, visual aspects, photography, fonts, design elements, colors. Of course, I forgot to talk about colors. All of these things need to work together cohesively, and I can teach you how to do that. So really last thing, today is the last day to apply to Crystallize and get your fast action bonus of $1,000 off. In Crystallize, we spend 12 weeks to create a potent brand. You'll walk away with deliverables, with solid practical tools so that you can define your vision for your brand, so that you can find and articulate and communicate your voice of your brand in a way that gets people excited and engaged and want to buy from you. You know, we are all in this business to make money, to share our gifts. It's not a bad thing to sell, and it's not a bad thing to make money. It's actually a really good thing. And then of course, style. You'll have all the tools to create a cohesive and attractive brand that will get people coming back for more. All right, all of this in Crystallize. Please book a call. I'll leave a comment here. I want you guys to really start your brand or pivot your brand in a way that is really going to elevate you and set you up for success, give you confidence and clarity to go out and share your gifts. All right, that's all I have for today. Hi, Liana. All right, have a good Friday. I'll be back for more. Bye.